Have you ever felt slightly distant from your own cultural tradition? As if it belonged to history, but not quite to you? Myth is not a story you are required to believe. Nor is it a symbol to worship. It is structure. Why were certain gods spoken of in a specific landscape? Why do similar narrative patterns appear across continents? Why have these stories endured for thousands of years? There is design behind that endurance. Ancient mythic worlds encoded knowledge of celestial cycles, agricultural timekeeping systems, mental frameworks for facing catastrophe, role models that stabilized communities. Myth was not entertainment. It was a storage system for survival intelligence. When you begin to read myth structurally, perception shifts. You no longer see disconnected episodes. You begin to see patterns of distributed intelligence, underlying models of social design. This space does not consume myth. It examines and reconstructs it with rigor and respect. Not as nostalgia, not as belief, but as applied cultural literacy. Currently, the focus includes Norse mythology, Greek mythology, Kojiki, and Celtic mythology, analyzed comparatively to uncover recurring structural principles. Understanding myth structurally does something subtle. It reduces the impulse to compare cultures hierarchically. Because you begin to perceive the internal logic each tradition developed in response to its environment. The discomfort of not being able to articulate your own tradition begins to dissolve. In its place emerges clarity and a grounded sense of connection to your roots. This is not a space for devotion, nor for dismissal. It is a space for structural reading. If you want to understand your cultural inheritance without romanticizing it, to move from fragments to systems, to connect myth to lived experience and creative work, this is your entry point. More in-depth structural analyses are available on Patreon. Each module can be accessed individually, at your own pace.